Hello, everybody, and welcome to my pro industry interview. I'm Leslie Kristen, and I am with the amazing Jaime Baird. She has been a client of mine. You guys have probably seen her like all over our website pages. I've known you for
over a decade, I believe.
Yeah, at least a decade. And she is just as sweet and fabulous as she is beautiful.
So thank you.
Yay, I'm so excited to be here with you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for those of you that are Studio CARA clients or know me, I love sharing with you everybody that I know that's cool and fabulous and I think you need to know, and so they can be your friend too, right?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
we're friends.
We are. That's the beauty of social media. So today what I wanted to share with you, and I'm going to ask Jaime a whole bunch of questions because we're actually doing a little bit of a collab together, and you're launching your challenge for the love of bod, which I'm entering because I need to love my bod a little bit more. Yes. So it's going to be an amazing challenge. I've had experience with Jaime before, with her helping me with coaching and you know, fitness and learning how to eat better. And then of course I fall off the wagon. And so I'm going to love my bod again, you know, and if you guys are entrepreneurs like me, it's, you know, that we work our butts off, but unfortunately they don't disappear without this challenge. So
we don't necessarily want butts to disappear. We just want them to lift.
Yes, to lift. That's it. So Jaime, I want for you to share yourself with the world. And Jaime, I have to say, like, she's an expert in fitness and wellness. She's not, you know, she's not a trainer, so to speak of. So the level of knowledge that you have, as well as, of course, you're going to share, you know, with being a mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a mama.
She's a new mama. So how old is Bowie now?
So my Bowie is 18 months now. I was a late to the party mama. He's our little IVF miracle. So it has been quite a journey to this point. But I can say now I'm 42, almost 43. And I'm so glad that I get to be a mom at this stage in my life, because it really has given me another perspective on life. And it really has infused me with so much more passion and fire for everything in my life.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Yes. Yes. So you see her here looking all fabulous and all that, and she's not 25. And I have to say, I've got some dear friends of mine that have rockin' bodies, and you know, it's a job. It's,
for sure.
You know, you just don't kind of wake up like that. So there's a lot of work that goes into that. And so Jaime, I want you to share kind of how you found your love with fitness and how that kind of became your, you know,
my focus.
Yeah.
You know, for me, when I was very young, I always found that I was happier in motion. Like if I found myself like sitting in one place too long, not having things I was involved in, not exercising, I just wasn't as happy of a kid. I didn't really have a tremendous awareness of why. I just knew that I liked it a lot. And so when I was young, I was a dancer. I danced, you know, the ballet, tap, jazz. I had the opportunity to dance with a company, and I loved that. So then as I get older, go through college, then in the early parts of my career, you know, fitness kind of becomes less of a focus as you're trying to find your way in the career world. And at the time I worked in marketing and PR, and I was really, really working many hours. And I found myself starting to lose touch with myself. And I know that we all know that experience where you go, you're giving out, you're doing, and then you look in the mirror and you go, wait, who is that? And so I started to get back into fitness. And it started small, just going to the gym, running, doing a little 5K, doing a little 10K from here and there.
A little 10K. I like how you said that. A little 5K, a little 10K.
But it was, you're right. Okay. But it was a way for me to start knowing myself again. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to compete in the NPC and then eventually the IFBB. And it was a whole other level of challenge. It taught me how strong I was and how much discipline I had. Yeah. And all of this really allowed me to understand how much fitness can awaken your spirit, how it can make you feel vibrant and alive and really on fire for your life. And it became, I always say now, fitness fuels success. So it's the thing that helps you be successful in all areas of your life. And I became addicted to that. And I wanted to share that with other women. And so that's why I kind of pivoted my career over the last number of years from being working in marketing, working as the editor-in-chief of a fitness magazine, to working directly with women to help them figure out how to have fitness in their life in a way that lights them up.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. So with, and it is true, because if you don't have the energy and the stamina to be successful in your life, which we all know when we eat like a big heavy meal, or you see it a lot, especially with executives that have to have dinners with clients and things, all of a sudden your body really just starts to, show its toll. And as we get older, I mean, I know for me, stamina to run a business and being in my 50s, it's important. I mean, everybody laughs at me because I walk fast.
Yeah.
I have a pep in my step, which I contribute that to my stepdad. We would, buzz around in Spain and he would I learned to walk fast, and I like to walk fast like that. Yeah. I think that's probably a pet peeve of mine. I can't stand being behind somebody that just kind of I just have to, even at Publix, I'll just zip right by you.
Oh, I love it.
So that part of it. So I see where it's so important. Now I'm not, and some of you may relate more to Jaime because you might be more competitive. And I've always, really been very interested in that athlete mindset, because being an artist, we are so different, think so differently. Just not that competitive mindset. So what are some of the things maybe that people could do that could give them, more discipline, really? Because having a trainer or somebody, or not even having a trainer, but something that kind of keeps you consistent and with that wellness focus.
So, I mean, first of all, I will say that we just make things so difficult, so complicated. And you know what? Part of it is social media. There's so much competing information. This is the best way. This is the best way. You have to do this. You have to do HIIT. You have to lift weights. You can't do that. Yoga's not enough. Yoga is everything. And I think we make things more complicated. And so, number one, just put on your sneakers and head outside and go for a walk in this beautiful weather that we have here.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's simple. So, and don't put it off anymore. Don't think about it so much. Just do it. I always tell my people, okay, you're set. You want to make fitness happen. I want you to put your sneakers on and do something in the next 10 minutes. Because once you get over that initial inertia, everything is easier. And you don't have to wait for 6 months to achieve a goal to then feel amazing. It's waiting right there for you. One beautiful walk in the sun, working, getting your endorphins up, is going to give you the kind of satisfaction that makes you to come back for more.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that, you know, you should only walk, but what I'm saying is it doesn't have to be at a class time. It doesn't have to be in a gym. It can be at home. It can be with bands. It can be on a video. There's about 14 bazillion YouTube videos out there. I mean, I have my challenge that's all virtual that people can do. But there are a million different solutions. So number one, don't make it so complicated and just get out there and do something now.
Yes.
The second thing is that I really know from working with many women is that most of us from a nutritional standpoint are doing 2 to 3 things that are probably holding us back.
Okay, let's hear those, because I'm sure I'm guilty.
Now, everyone is different, right? But I tend to see there are 3. Number one, you're drinking too much. And what happens when you drink too much?
You feel like crap.
Well, number one, yes, you feel like crap. So not only you're drinking, and while you're drinking, you're spiking your blood sugar, your fat stores, in particular in your midsection, your visceral fat is amped up. But then guess what? Now the next day, you don't feel that motivated because a hangover generally doesn't act as great fitness motivation the next day.
Gives you motivation for a Bloody Mary. That's what it gives you motivation for.
Right. Okay. So alcohol, that tends to be one. Another one tends to be that you are just generally eating too much. Even too much of the good stuff, just too much. And then the third thing is not eating enough of the good stuff. So it's interesting. Someone will tell me, but Jaime, I don't eat too much. And what I do with a lot of my clients is I have them for like a handful of days send me pictures of everything that they eat so I can get a sense of, okay, what exactly is it that you're eating?
Yeah.
And you're right, it isn't too much, but it's super calorie dense. So it's very fatty, which healthy fats are good for you, yes, but they also pack a huge punch in terms of caloric load. Or they're eating a lot of fake foods that don't have a lot of good nutrition. So it's not leaving you satisfied. So you will end up eating more of that. So what I generally tell people do, if you're just to walk away from me and we never talked again, and you are just to do a few things with your nutrition, I tell you, get lean protein 3 times a day. It's really important for muscle growth, muscle maintenance, and also great for that full feeling. I don't mean you have to have beef. I know a lot of people, you know, have different philosophies on the kinds of protein they're willing to consume, but fish is a beautiful protein source. Even brown rice protein, pea protein that you can get in a powder form. And then the next thing is get 4 to 5 beautiful servings of vegetables in a day. There's no argument about the benefits of a plant-based diet.
Yeah.
And I personally eat a lot of beautiful vegetables and have protein from fish sources, lean meats. But there are many different ways to do it. And then the last thing is get that healthy fat in. And so a serving of avocado a few times a day, getting some of those oils, and don't be afraid of carbohydrates. I mean, the complex ones, high fiber, those are the things that are giving you that beautiful energy that can help you get through those workouts, help your muscles recover. So those are just some things to think about. Water. So the last thing I would say, there's 2. The second to last thing I will say is that people don't drink enough water, and we drink a whole bunch of caffeinated beverages in a day. So I really urge you to start drinking 3 to 4 liters a day. So this is 1 liter, so 3 to 4 of these a day. How am I going to do that? As soon as you wake up, drink one before you start your coffee. And that way you're starting with your body hydrated before you start dehydrating it.
Makes sense.
Then,
absolutely.
And then you get 1 in on a workout and then another 1 throughout the day, and there you have 3. I use commutes, like driving, as a great time to drink water instead of picking up your cell phone and doing bad things, distracting you as a driver. And the last thing that people don't really talk about is that rest. It's like the third leg of the chair. And if your body isn't rested, you're not going to let go of fat. You're not going to be able to build lean muscle. Your blood sugar is going to be off. You're going to have more carbohydrates and sugar cravings. And none of that is going to work for you. And last, you're not going to feel great. You're not going to go into your days and go into your life feeling vibrant and alive and on fire. And really, isn't that what it's all about?
It is. And I have to say, so I met Jaime actually the first time was we were doing headshots, and that's how I met you, doing your makeup. Yes. And I've been doing your makeup ever since, like 10 years. And we've kind of been clients throughout and brows and this and that. But then I remember talking to you about, and I started to notice this, that especially on Saturdays, we don't break for lunch. We have like a full day and it's just client after client after client. And I remember specifically getting like these like as I was walking or towards the end of the day, I felt like I was almost going to faint. And I thought, wow, that's really weird. And then you started to teach me how to eat. And I thought, how do they not teach us this stuff, when we're little? And because you're grabbing crap, oh, here, let me have some mint and let me have this, and not drinking enough water. And I think the culmination of the week, it just, and with aging.
Yeah.
You're not quite as resilient. You can't pound down, 4 Long Island iced teas and go dancing the next day. You die the next day, so, I mean, it's, I think, a bit of accumulative damage that we've possibly done. And, that resilience, and I'm pretty much a fairly high energy person. But I think your body starts to say, hey, you know what? Like, this tank is not working anymore on how you've been treating it. So I love for your love of bod. Yes. I mean, how much better can that title be? And because I see the world on the outside, in the sense of, I love Jaime because and I think also your knowledge of marketing. And for those of you, because I'm going to put a link so you can go to her website and see this, but not only does she have such a beautiful marketing image and how you and how you write as well. So everything is super clear on what your results are going to be, but also why you and I have worked together too is because the importance of what a branded look is, where that's my world, working with professionals and helping you to shine your best. Absolutely. Which is, so it really ties in all together. I want to have you share about about your challenge. Yeah, now that you've kind of told us what we have to do, because, having her be our cheerleader makes it so much better. And what I love about you is that, there's no shame in the game. You're not somebody that's like, Yes. Yeah, it's just lots of kindness and lots of love. And so, so I need to lose my 10 pounds again.
So my For the Love of Bod was inspired by my life with so many of my girlfriends, clients, family members, people you meet on the street that are so self-critical and, body hate. I hate my hair. I'm not pretty. I'm ugly. I have a fat butt. I don't like my body. I look terrible in everything.
I need a facelift. Yada, yada. Yes.
So that was why I had initially came up with this idea for the Love of Bod, because what I've learned over the years is that people often believe they must come from a place of self-hate or self-loathing to motivate themselves forward. And what the truth is that they think, okay, when I get to my goal, then I'll be happy and everything will feel good. Yeah. But what ends up happening is your body's worn, your soul is bruised, your mind is battered, and it's never enough. You get there and you still can't see how amazing you are. And so I started thinking about, how can I create a program that comes from a place of genuine appreciation and love for self? And I like to use the mantra, I am complete but not finished. And
work in progress, always.
The thing is that we are enough and we are perfect as we are, but it is a joy to be able to keep pushing forward to become our best because we can. It's like the ultimate celebration of our health. So that was sort of the initial idea for this. And then in terms of, how I was going to package this, who am I packaging this for? It's for someone who sort of lost their fire for fitness, who wants to fall back in love with sweat, remember what it feels like to feed their body well, and most of all, to get back to feeling like you. The you that is uncompromising with your values and goals. The you that looks in the mirror in the morning and goes, I am proud of what I'm doing. The you that loves you. And so that's who I'm working, that's who this program is for.
Nice.
So this program is a 6-week wellness challenge, and it's going to have fun workouts that you'll look forward to doing. There will be in video format for you to follow along with. There'll be some that are more simple that will be written out that you will follow. And then if you're in the Central Florida area, I'm going to have some live at a park outdoors. Nice. And if you're not in the Central Florida area, we will broadcast those.
So sorry.
We'll broadcast those live so that you could follow along. In terms of nutrition, you're not going to be counting calories or counting macros or calories. I have my KISS, Keep It Simple Sister, nutritional strategies that are really how I eat and how I teach my clients to eat. And really the idea is that food becomes the background of your life, not the thing that you're fussing and focused on all the time, so that you can go out and live well. Because here's the thing, if you're on some sort of crazy, strict deprivation diet, what happens? All of a sudden you're obsessed with food. And then you're like going to go and have that eventual binge where your elbows deep in peanut butter, like I like to say. And that's not good for you. It doesn't feel good. That's not your best. Yeah. So the idea is, how do I fuel my body with things that feel good for me? So I'm energetic, not bloated. I feel good, and I can go out and do the important work that I have in my life.
Love that.
And then obviously you'll be coached by me in a private Facebook group. I'll be there every day to cheer you along, answer questions. We're going to have some expert speakers. This one included.
Yes, we have some giveaways for the winners too.
Yes. And yeah, I think I covered everything. So yes, at the end, there will be a winner for someone who's made the most transformation, and transformation internal and external. But I will tell you that the internal transformation is the most important. Why? Because the internal transformation is what's going to keep you moving forward in the positive direction. So prizes include Studio CARA Goodness, including a virtual brand makeover. I don't know if I have the title right.
Yeah, like a beauty branding session that we do. Whether you live here or not, we do actually virtual. I have clients in New York City, in California, in Australia. I've done virtual makeovers in all these places.
It's so cool.
Isn't that fun?
So cool. Yeah. And there's also going to be a Studio CARA skincare basket. The winner is also going to get a month one-on-one with me, which I don't do that too much, so it's a really cool prize.
Yes. Yeah.
There will be
Huge prize.
Yes,
Mhm.
there will be a $200 gift card to Sultry Boutique here on Park Avenue, and you can shop their IG. So if you're not here in town, you can use it still, and lots of other fabulous things. So I'm really excited about that. There'll also be some weekly prizes to keep you kind of motivated and pushing along. So it's really a passion project for me. It's sort of something that's been on my heart for years, and I'm so happy that it's now here and coming to fruition.
Yes, and I am excited to be a part of that as well. And I have to say, from one entrepreneur to another, we both know how much we put into what we do. And so I know that you have worked really hard. And so well, first of all is, how do they find you? Which I will put a link on there, but how do they find you and to get more information, or if they're not ready to do it right now, at least to follow you and to, so she can be your friend too.
Awesome. Yeah. So the information on the challenge is at fortheloveofbod.com.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can get there right from my website, JaimeBaird.com, and that's JAIME Baird.com. And you can follow me on Instagram. I'm at Jaime.Baird, or on Facebook, I have a page that's Jaime Baird Fit. And where else? And
She's everywhere.
And if you want to email me, you can, of course, email me at JaimeBairdFitness@gmail.com, and I'm happy to answer any questions. But I would love to have you. Today is the last day for what I'm calling the early babe pricing for the challenge.
That, the early babe pricing.
So,
that pricing is,
it's $198.
That's ridiculous for 6 weeks for her challenge, and and to be able to possibly win all the fabulous stuff.
Absolutely.
Because I know I'm going to be in it, but I can't win, because I'm a vendor. So, but I'll try. I think I might be a little competitive on this one. So
I know. Let's get that inner competitive out of her. Put that little artist aside.
I know. Shut up, artist.
So what was I going to say? And the non-early babe price is $249. So it's a really nice savings to commit early.
$50.
And I only have a very limited number of spots. Why? Because of the personal nature of this, and I'm only one person, I have to limit this. And I'm already more than halfway full.
Wow. And
there's still another week. So if this is something that you're interested in, please commit early.
Yes. And it starts when again?
March the 2nd. So
Okay.
It's about a week and a half.
Yeah. A week and a half away. Okay. Whew, I better buy some new sneakers.
Yes.
With that $50 savings.
Yes. Get your sneakers.
Awesome.
Clean out that pantry.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There we go. There's some hints that we can start off with.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we go, you have your booty bands, which I bought 3 of these. And the package of all 3, and you've got a new one that I didn't see that one too.
So I'll show you first. So here are some of the booty bands. I actually call them the Booty Beautiful bands.
I love
Booty
this
Beautiful.
one.
And the reason why Booty Beautiful, the very first major magazine feature that I was in was titled Booty Beautiful.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So it was the first article, big feature that I wrote, and I ended up being on the cover of that magazine too. So it was cool to be the writer and the talent.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That's why the name. But the booty bands are really cool product, and the reason why I started with this versus any other kind of product was the importance of glute training, not only for a shapely booty, but for a healthy body. The thing is that most people don't know is that our sedentary life, and I don't mean like, people that don't work out, even people who work out, we spend a lot of time seated in chairs, traveling. And what that does is it creates tight hip flexors and overstretched glutes. And an overstretched muscle loses some of that strength, and you get what's called glute amnesia, or a sleeping booty. And bands like this allow you to do very simple exercises to help wake up that booty, so that when you're going into a leg workout, or even just going into your life where you're picking up things at the store or whatever, that you are using your glutes and not overtaxing your lower back.
Yeah.
Because what happens is, when your glutes are shut off, your lower back is overly strained and can end up with all kinds of chronic pain. And it's interesting, if you ever talk to a physical therapist or a chiropractor or even an ortho, you'll find that so many chronic pain issues come from having weak glutes. So these bands are something that you would see in a clinical, like PT kind of office, but not very cute. So I really wanted to create something that was beautiful and fun and fashionable, and allowed you to have a more bold, beautiful look. So these are only 3, but I have a ton of other designs. And so they're really fun. So I use them not only for activation before I work out, but I use them in my outdoor boot camps that I do, to amp up calisthenics, like jumping jacks and jump squats. And they're great for core work as well. So they are available at JaimeBaird.com/shop. So I hope you take a look. And these 3 I am going to give away here.
All right. Okay, so how are they going to win these?
So let's say, for the fun here,
they need to obviously like your page, like our page.
Yes.
They need to share with us something.
Yes.
Tell us why they want to win them.
Yeah. Tell us why they want to win them. I love it.
Yeah. Why do you need this band? Okay. And okay. There's a flower one. There's, which one what do you call that? The leopard?
This peachy leopard.
Peachy leopard. And then
zebra.
This is zebra. So tell us which one you want and why you want it.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah?
I love it.
Okay. So we've got 3 of them. And when are we giving these away?
Today.
Today. Okay. So before midnight, I'm going to text Jaime at midnight. Hey.
Yes, I love it. I love it. So you just let us know why you want to win them in the comment of this.
Okay, perfect.
In this post.
In this post, you're gonna tell us why you need this band, or why you want to win it, or maybe you want to win it for somebody else. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And share this video.
Yeah, and if you're planning to do the challenge, you'll need bands. So you might as well try to win them now.
Yeah. So the fabulous flower one, the peachy leopard, and the sexy cheetah. Zebra. Sorry.
Cheetahs have spots.
I need to learn my felines a little better here. Okay, so I totally want this one. This one is so beautiful. They're all beautiful. I have my 3, so I need to start wearing those out.
Yes, I love it.
When she launched them, I bought my package of 3. So they come in different intensity too, right? Yeah.
So this is a heavy. This design is heavy. This one is moderate, and this one is moderate. And so, do you need both? Yeah, you kind of need both, but
do you need both? Oh, do we have some questions here? People, yeah. So, okay, great. And Jaime, this has been like a wealth of information with, sharing like how can you get back on track. She's the prime example that, you can recoup your bod after a baby. We just did, so for those of you, okay, so I'm going to talk to a couple of people right now. We just did the Alfond in bridal stroll. So all of you brides out there that may be watching this, or brides to be, this would be a fabulous boot camp, right? To kind of, because everybody wants to grow their hair longer and work out and get fit. I have to say, being a makeup artist in the film industry, I never even thought about it before, but I know a series of either hairstylists or makeup artists, because we sit a lot, we work long hours, and I've had even friends of mine that just by leaning down and grabbing their kit, they've thrown their backs out. And so much of it has to do with posture. How cool would it be while we're sitting around to be doing some booty action with these bands
I
on
call
the
it,
set?
I call it a booty break.
A booty break. This is what we need to be doing on the set, and you can just throw it in there. And Jaime, I'm going to actually send one of these to a good friend of mine that is a huge fitness girl, and she's on a soap, and she's a dear friend of mine, Stacy. So if you're watching, I'm going to send you a booty band because I know you're going to love them. I need to put the two of you together. So off it goes to Hollywood. And
I made it.
Yes. So, but yeah, I'm just, as you're telling me these things, I'm like, that's just so easy to just have it in there.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Absolutely.
give the boys a little entertainment. Why not?
Right. Right. Give yourself some entertainment too.
Yeah. Start feeling some tightness, you know, in those areas, and start getting a little loosey goosey. So
a little boost, little booty boost.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. Definitely join Jaime and I on this challenge, and we can't wait to see, you know, who's going to have the best booty after this.
Yes. Well, I can tell you that I have some of the most amazing women already signed up.
Nice.
And it's like going to be the best, like, good vibe tribe ever. Like, such an amazing community. And I did a similar challenge to this in the summer of this year. And a lot of those girls are coming back for this one too. And it's just going to be some really beautiful energy, and we're going to get fit, feel good, and have an awesome time.
Yes, and that is so much fun. And I wanted to share with you, so if you're, you know, you're interested, obviously learn more, go to JaimeBaird.com. If you are interested in, you know, learning how to brand your look, makeover, makeup, finding, you know, that, I guess, you know, kind of tying in that inside with your outside. I'm your girl, Studio CARA is your place. Or if you know, you ever thought of doing this for a living, we train makeup artists. So we've got all kinds of cool stuff here available for you. Share this video if you know somebody that it could help them, or that, you know, it's just, we've kind of said something like, hey, it resonates a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
Yes. And Jaime, you're lovely as always.
Thank you.
And I can't wait. I got to get ready, mentally prepared for this, right? And she's like, don't make it too complicated. So off we go. Thank you so much, and have a fabulous, fabulous week. And we are going to send off now, and thank you.